Hey everyone, hope that you're having a good day, that the week is going well, that all's good for you. We are in the book of Acts. We are in chapter 19 and we are going to look at the entire chapter, but we're looking at one section of that chapter. And that's when Paul is in Ephesus and he is teaching and he is preaching. And there's a gentleman named Demetrius who is an idol maker, and they make the idol Artemis. And they are getting upset because people, if they believe in Jesus, are not going to be buying their idols. And so they get together and they really start a riot, and they get the people together because this isn't good for business. And you really think about, and my point is going to be of the parallel to our modern world. This is going on in maybe 60, 70 AD, and maybe actually even before that, 50 to 60, and the parallel to 2021. So these people are upset, and there's a riot, and they go to the theater, and they have this big talk, and we're in Acts chapter 19 and verse 28. They read, after Demetrius has spoken, when they heard this, they were enraged and they're crying out, "Great is Artemis of the Ephesians." So the city was filled with the confusion, and they rushed together into the theater, dragging with them Gaius and Aristarchus and Macedonians who were Paul's companions in travel. And Paul wanted to go in there, and they said, "No, Paul, you can't go in there because it's too violent, it's too volatile." And in verse 32, now some cried out one thing, some another, for the assembly was in confusion, and most of them did not know why they had come together. And so someone got this guy named Alexander to go and try and talk, and he was a Jew, and he started to talk, and the people just started shouting, "Great is Artemis of the Ephesians." And ultimately, in verse 37, it says, "For you have brought these men here who are neither sacrilegious nor blasphemers of our goddess." And so the city is saying, these guys have done nothing wrong, and yet there's such an uproar. And I find the parallel to our world today, where when we proclaim Jesus as Lord and Savior, there's an uproar. People don't even understand why they're doing what they're doing, but there is just an uproar, and people are upset. And they try to stop what we're saying. And I'm not telling anyone, hey, you're a bad person, or this is bad, or that's bad. I'm saying this is what I believe. And we have gotten into such a world that we can't share what we believe if we don't agree with one another. You've got to agree one way or it's all wrong. And these people were in such a state of confusion, they didn't even know why they were there. There was just a riot, so people just joined in. And it's kind of like in our world today where people just join in to a riot because it's going on and they don't know what else to do. So I just want to encourage you. Jesus is Lord. He will reign forever. God is sovereign. God knows the plan. We don't get it. We don't understand it all the time. Most of the time, we really don't. But I just want to encourage you. Keep preaching Jesus. Even if the world's against us, keep preaching Jesus. You don't have to do it from the street corner. You don't need to do it with a bullhorn. You don't need to do it with a microphone. Do it by the way you live your life. Show others who Jesus is. We don't have to scream it. We don't have to shout it. We can talk about it. We can share Jesus. We can talk about him. That's okay. But more than anything, make sure your walk and your talk are the same. I encourage you to do that. Pray about it. Pray about how you can demonstrate who Jesus is by the way you live your life. Have a great day, and God bless you.